It is Thomas with Believe in the Run, and today we are talking with the senior PLM.
Senior PLM.
Yeah.
Somehow I've negotiated the senior in there.
You get everybody wears one of these, so you can kind of cheat sheet it. But Alex from Altra, and we're going to go over some of the road offerings and kind of show you what's coming up 2023 from Altra.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
where are we going to start?
So we can jump right into it. First shoe that we've got coming down. Spring 2023. So this will be a February release. This is the all-new Rivera 3. So we've total redesigned top to bottom, increased stack height. So this was 26 millimeters. We've actually bumped it up 28. Just taking feedback from consumers. Wanted to get a little bit more. We've also worked on the inner flex design. So those flex grooves that we actually have in the tool itself, they're actually not as deep now. Some of the feedback was it felt just a touch too flexible, maybe some bottoming out. So just by kind of, raising it up a little bit more provides an even better experience on foot.
So in the Altra lineup, where does this fit into some of the other running shoes?
Yeah, so this is our, kind of that entry-level cushion, neutral cushion shoe. So it's $140, nice responsive feel. It's got an Ego midsole to it, so it's got great cushioning, but also has a really nice responsive feel underfoot as well.
And what's the makeup of Ego soles? Is that still EVA based?
Yeah, it's an EVA blend,
Okay.
but it, able to get just a little bit more bounce out of it.
So more stack, a little less flexible, and so it's snappier?
Yeah.
What are we trying to get?
Yeah, so it's just to provide a little bit more protection underfoot and have a little bit smoother ride. So we found that those flex grooves, flexibility is great, but it didn't necessarily have the smoothest transition all the way through. Just by making that adjustment, the ride's quite a bit better, like all the way through your gate stop.
Awesome. So I'm noticing that this kind of has the slimmer silhouette. Is there still 3 different foot shapes this year? What are we looking at?
Yeah, so still 3 foot shapes. This is still in that slim foot shape fit. We have a lot of the other products, standard or the original, which is that super classic fit when you think of the OG Ultras. But this is in that slim, just a little bit sleeker, but it still is a foot shape.
Yeah, for me, I know we have a wide foot reviewer, but for me, this is the fit I prefer. So you're saying this is the entry level. Do we have a new shoe that's going to be the notch up?
Yeah, so that would be the Torin 7. Torin 7, totally new. This will be fall 23, so this will release in June. Totally new again, re-engineered, increased in stack as well. So we did 2 millimeters of additional stack height here, went from 28 to 30. Improved Ego Max, it's been updated, so it's lighter weight. We're actually able to get just a touch more cushioning, which is awesome. All the way through, we updated to the X40, so we're using X40 Ortholite footbed now. Really wanted to make
plush.
Plush, yeah.
They used to have the Torin plush, but now it just is Torin and it's plush.
And then when you put it on, you just know it's plush.
All right.
Really, the goal here was to just elevate this. We always we were proud of the fact that we felt Torin always kind of punched above its weight in terms of how it felt. Now we actually feel like it's at that. Yeah, so it's ready to compete.
So the last 2 shoes you've shown us, you're adding stack to, which I know our reviewer Megan loves to have a little more stack. Is that going to be a theme today?
Really, it's just with these 2 that we've added stack, but it has been in the marketplace something that we've seen. People just want more cushioning, right? And we're not a minimalist brand. We want to provide that, and just taking the feedback from the marketplace.
Cool. So obviously with Altra, it's going to be 0 drop, or you like to say balance now.
Yep.
And
0 drop. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see it has a bit of a toe spring, so you can get a nice roll off. Yeah. Would you consider it slightly rockered in any way?
Yeah. So with this one, we definitely have some toe spring. We make sure to keep it pretty far forward, just so we can maintain that 0 drop balance cushioning there. Another thing that we've done as well, we've actually stepped away from having previously we always had the stack height kind of
measured in the same place.
So what we've actually done is we've raised the sidewalls, just in the heel a little bit. So you're still sitting in, you're still balanced all the way through, but by
a little cradling.
Exactly, and the feel and sensation in the heel is so much better. Getting away from that kind of bottoming out effect that we continued to hear, and it's like wearing a bucket seat effectively, or like sitting in a bucket seat.
Yeah, I like that. It also provides a little more stability, I think, having that guide on the side.
You're going to get a little bit more stable there.
Now I'm looking at the upper. The upper looks kind of interesting. It's got kind of like a dense weave, then followed by more open air. Yep. What kind of engineered mesh are we looking at here?
Yeah, so it's an engineered mesh just with monofilament, so you're going to get that breathability. I think it has really nice depth to it as well, so it reads really well, but also breathes well. So has a nice look. We've actually used this previously in the Torin 6. We just brought that back over, redesigned it a little bit, but that was one of the big things that people really liked with the Torin 6.
All right, so breathability, zero drop, extra cushioning, plush feel, a little bit more guidance up on the side here, sitting in that bucket seat.
Yep.
So this should be going at what price, and when's it release?
Yeah, so this is going to release June 1st, 2023, retail for $150. So,
okay. And we didn't actually go over the release date for the Riviera.
Yeah, so Rivera 3 will launch February 2023.
Okay, and what's the price tag on that?
140.
140, that's right. So not too much. You don't have to drop too much more coin to get this.
To get that extra cushioning. Yeah.
All right.
I think what's nice is, you can really look at the experience that it's going to deliver underfoot. If you want something that's a little snappier, I think Rivera is a great option. And if you want that slimmer foot shape fit, like you. And then if you want a little bit more cushion, that standard foot shape fit.
So this is standard?
Yep.
Standard. Your designs are getting a little more sleek.
Yeah.
Because I would have thought this was maybe on the slim fit side.
We joke a lot, like people used to wear the shoes in spite of how they looked, and maybe now they're coming in because of how they look.
Yeah, I mean, they are starting to look really good.
Oh, thanks.
So let's see what else you got.
Next update for us is going to be the Paradigm 7. So this is going to launch July 1st, 2023. 170. So Paradigm 6 has been out. We worked really closely with Kara Goucher to develop this shoe.
This was your first kind of stability.
Yeah, how we package it, right? It was having the guide rail, so really being intentional on that medial side, but not using dual density, not having a post, allowing the foot to really engage that sidewall if they need it, right? So it's guidance if you need it. It's not going to get in your way if you don't.
And the strap system, the way it laces in, also provides a bit of stability?
Yeah, it's able to hold the foot on the platform when it's just moving dynamically a bit better. And the fit, I think, with this one, that's been some of the feedback we've gotten. It's much more dialed in. Paradigm 6 had what we called our Innovarch technology, which is like this floating strobel. It's like a hammock on your foot.
That's what I remembered.
And a lot of people liked it. Some people thought it just didn't fit that well, depending on the wear. With this update, we feel like it's just a little bit more general, and you're still getting that same feel on your foot.
Awesome. So it looks like it has a similar engineered mesh to the other ones.
Yep.
We've got the Ego foam.
Yep, so Ego Max updated just like the Torin, so lighter weight, a little bit more cushioning to it.
Would you say this is kind of like the Torin option for somebody who needs that extra bit of guidance?
Yep, yeah, if you need glasses, Paradigm's it. 20/20 vision, you go with Torin.
All right, I did notice it has a little extra lip on the back here. Is there any benefit to that?
Yeah, so really for that, it's just to allow the foot to kind of settle in there a little bit, and then creating just that smooth path all the way through the run. Cutting it back just a little bit more abrupt, especially at initial contact. So by extending that a little bit more, even smoother all the way through the gate side.
All right, cool. You got anything else to show us from the road?
For the road, that'll be it for the road.
All right.